between cause they need it most. Politic with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 77 yards. And the Packers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To throw is Watson. They'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, Watson swings this out for Hunt. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, finding space at the 40. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second down, here's Chubb again, powering forward. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And again, it's Chubb.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Watson going to try and run it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it, or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. He's got the first down and more. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Chubb running right.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return. Out it'll go to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'd be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Stiff-armed him. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice